Well, dating over the age of 50 is getting more attention lately with the Golden Bachelor. About 30% of adults over 50 are single, and 1 in 6 have used a dating app.
Dating later in life has its challenges, but also some surprising benefits. We're talking to the author of Love After 50, How to Find It, Enjoy It, and Keep It. Francine Russo joins us this morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
So if you are divorced or widowed and you're after 50, does your checkbox change, or should you not have one at all?
I think it's important to have a few qualities you're looking for, but they're not the same as when you're 20. I mean, you are not looking for somebody to parent your children or make your fortune with. You are looking for a friend, a lover, and companion. And I think you should ditch most of those boxes you check. How much money the person earns really doesn't matter. People work that out. Education, a list like somebody culturally sophisticated or athletic. What's really important is somebody who gets you, who adores you, who you want to talk with all the time, who you want to touch. That's what you're looking for.
Okay, so you said that there are some challenges, though, to finding the individual after the age of 50. What are some of the challenges? Just meeting the person? Where to go and meet someone?
I think that is one of the biggest challenges. I have been married and widowed twice, and I'm now partnered with somebody for 7 years, and I met every one of those people online. And you do have to be careful, and you do know how to do it. And I explain the ins and outs on Love After 50. But you know, I tell you, the odds are much better online than on the Golden Bachelor, because much better, because you're only looking for one person. And even if there are more women, say, than men, you want somebody with whom you find chemistry. I say to people, be prepared to have 50 first dates. Most of those first dates will be with perfectly nice people with whom you feel no chemistry. Chemistry is mysterious. Don't feel rejected if you're sort of interested in someone and that person is not interested back. Yeah. Because you never know what you'll have chemistry with. If you meet someone and that person makes you laugh and you want to talk and you want to keep talking, that's chemistry. And it could happen, for example, people tell me, he made me laugh because we both grew up in big families and he teased me like my older brother did, and I instantly felt comfortable with him. Yes.
How do you manage the issue of live together versus getting married and the difficulty of maybe combining ultimately various families?
Okay, well, the wonderful thing about being at this time of your life, whether you're in your 50s, your 60s, or your 70s, is that you have choices. Each of you comes having lived a full life. You have your own homes, you probably have families, you have your own money or lack of money, but you don't come empty to build a life together. So there are people who want to get married. It's important to them for cultural and religious reasons, and they do it. And there are other people for whom they want to live together, but getting married is financially disadvantageous for many, many reasons, and they're complicated. So those people live together and they have their lawyers draw up all kinds of agreements for what happens when. Let's say he lives in her house, but she dies first. Does he get to stay? All of those papers need to be made. And then there are people who say, you know, I've got my apartment just the way I like it. I don't want to have anybody in here. I wanted to have lots of time to see my friends and my children. And those people often create what we call living apart together relationship, where they have a deep, meaningful relationship. Maybe they talk on the phone every single day or 5 times a day, and they see each other 3, 4, 5 times a week. And that works for them. And each couple has to figure that out on their own and be clear. when they first start, I don't want to marry, I do want to marry. You don't have to do it right away, but as you start to be together long term, you have choices about how to figure that out.
Francine, let me ask you this real quick. When I talk to my girlfriends about online dating, they say that one of the things that they notice all the time is guys just sort of playing the field, so dating lots of different women at the same time. Is that something that you're noticing also in dating over 50?
I think what happens online, there are specific etiquettes and things you have to confront online. The fact is, it is a numbers game. And both women and men write to many, many people, and I encourage that. Write to anybody who seems like they might be a good match for you. And if you can, have that first date. But don't go into that first date or even that second date thinking, this is it, I've met the person of my dreams. Be realistic. You may have a perfectly nice time on those dates, but that person
She's saying
may
to
be
date around, I
wrong.
think is what she's saying.
Yeah,
For
it's a
more.
numbers game. I'm with you.
All right. For more, you can check out FrancineRusso.com or follow her on X. Thank you so much for
Thank
joining
you.
us. Happy Friday.
My pleasure. Happy Friday.
Time